Hi, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Mondays with Mindy. Hey, Christian, how you doing?
Hi, Mindy. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the show.
Today, Christian, we are going to be having a conversation with singer, television personality, and baker Carnie Wilson. Carnie was born and raised in Los Angeles, daughter of Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys and Marilyn Rovell of the Honeys. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to predict their daughter would go into the music business as a singer. Right. Carnie co-founded the pop musical group Wilson Phillips with her younger sister Wendy and their childhood friend China Phillips. They released 2 albums, which sold over 12 million copies and charted 3 #1 singles and 6 top 20 hits before disbanding in 1993. Carnie continued to record with her sister Wendy and then joining their father for another album in 1997. And in 2003, she released her solo album for the first time, and the following year regrouped with Wilson Phillips to release their 3rd album, California, which covered songs primarily from the 60s and 70s, and yes, some of their parents' songs. In 2006, Carnie released an album of lullabies, and the following year, a Christmas album. Carnie is also a television host and personality. In 1996, she hosted her own talk show, and while it didn't last, she stayed on television guesting on episodes of That 70s Show, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and the 4th season of VH1's Celebrity Fit Club. She's also hosted and participated in shows on CMT, E, GSN, The Food Network, NBC, and VH1. In August of 2017, Carnie and her business partner, another childhood friend, Tiffany Miller, opened Love Bites by Carnie, a commercial production bakery and accompanying storefront cafe near Portland, Oregon. Love Bites by Carnie ships nationwide with her bite-sized cheesecakes, brownies, crumb cakes, and cake bites. And if you aren't watching her Instagram, you are missing out on this woman's amazing cooking and baking. Carnie lives in Los Angeles with her husband, Rob, and their 2 daughters, and their brand new little pug puppy who is beyond adorable.
Wow. I am really excited to meet her. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Carnie Wilson.
Yay, Carnie.
I'm copying you.
Oh, thank you. We'll take it. It's a thing, I guess. Welcome, my friend. I'm just much better for seeing your face. I can just tell you that.
Oh, it's so good to see your face. Good to see you.
Yeah. So we start each episode with Christian and I came up with 20 questions. We'll pull 5. We'll just do a deep dive.
Oh, fun. I love it.
And start gabbing. Yeah, exactly.
I love that stuff.
What's your favorite place to travel to and why?
Oh, wow. Gosh, it's so weird to have not having traveled for a year. So it's kind of like, I don't even remember like what it's like to be on a plane, you know? It seems like ages ago. Wow. I know this might be a little cliche, but I really love to go to Hawaii. Any of the islands, there's just something very spiritual there. I don't know what it is. It's like a Hawaiian god that kind of roams around and blesses you the minute you get off the plane. You breathe the air, and I don't know. And I went to Italy for my honeymoon, and the kids are just begging to go to Italy one day, and we're planning a trip to Europe when it's safe. And I think they'll love it too. Europe is fascinating. So Hawaii and Europe, and Italy.
Very nice. Where in Italy would you go for your honeymoon?
Yes.
I went everywhere. We did a weird, like,
perfect answer.
We did like a weird, we went everywhere. We went to like 50,000 churches. And it was like, that's all there is. There's churches and statues, and
we call it shrines and wines because you go into church and they give you wine. It's like, I'm Italian, so you're speaking about my people.
I know. Florence was so beautiful. I remember being in the courtyard there and all the little cafes. And then we went and, we saw the statue of David. And I was like, honey, your butt looks exactly like that. Or like I told David, I said, David, your butt looks like Rob's. I want you to know that.
Wow.
But I really mean that, though.
Yeah. Lucky Rob, lucky Carnie.
Right. The statue of David's butt is what my husband's butt looks like.
Oh, God bless you, girl. Oh, no kidding. Yeah. Carnie, among your friends, what are you best known for?
Probably laughter. I mean, with my friends, I'm going to say it's laughter and honesty, like the honest talks that we have.
Yeah.
But from the get-go, I still have the friends I've had since I'm just born, 3 years old, 5 years old, childhood friends, and we still laugh hysterically. And it's just like the staple, the glue, the unavoidable.
Yeah. Is there another creative that you admire and why? Well, I'm sure there are many, but pick one.
Wait, what do you mean by that? Like another person that someone, what do you mean?
So, I mean, like anybody that you would define as a creative. I mean, for me, my dad was a businessman and still like one of the most creative human beings in the world. So when I say creative, someone who I guess inspires you or inspired you in the past.
Yeah.
And why?
Wow. I mean, this is like on the fly here,
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to hold you to it. Just like in the now.
No, it's okay. I mean, the first person I think of is, well, there's two. One is my bestie, Tiffany. She's also a business partner, but believe it or not, we were the thumb suckers in 4th grade. And we go back that far. You two, I mean, we were the ones, couldn't get our thumbs out of our mouth. And,
So is it Tiffany who Love Bites by Carnie, your partner?
That's right.
Tiffany? Okay.
That's right. Tiffany Miller. And I've always admired her brain. And, I have these memories of me being in math class with her. She knew every answer. I knew none. I sucked at math. And she'd be next to me and I'd be like this. I'd be like this, writing everything down, looking at her, writing it down, looking at her paper. And she would go, stop it. Because I'd copy everything. But like her brain is amazing. But what I admire most about Tiff is that she's able to mix creativity and be a visionary, but also have that business sense. And she's great with numbers. So we play off each other, but I would love to have both. She has both. She has the creative talent and she has the numbers and the just that I don't know, business sense that just blows my mind.
I like that.
What is your favorite dish to make and what is your favorite dish to consume?
Oh God, I love food so much. It's like crazy. That's so hard.
Same.
So hard to pick something, but I mean, I don't know why cheese is coming to mind. So it's like, God, I love cheese. Truthfully, my favorite thing in the whole world is mac and cheese. I know that sounds whatever, but it really is. Like that's all I really want.
It's comfort.
Mac and cheese.
Nice.
Nice. And a great quesadilla. A homemade corn tortilla with really good. There's a cheese called Oaxaca cheese. There's nothing better than Oaxaca cheese. And
is it spicy or
no, not at all? It reminds you of string cheese. It's like jack cheese and string cheese combined.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You go to the Mexican markets and you get it and you make the best quesadillas with Oaxaca. So it's a toss. But now to make, I don't know. I mean,
you're an amazing cook.
Thank you. I like to make chicken parmesan. I do. Bread coated whatever with cheese and tomato sauce and the chicken. It's just like, and the little pasta on the side. It's really everything in one. I'm making it tonight. It's my go-to. And I also,
I wish we lived closer.
I would feed you. Yeah. So I could have like 20 answers for that, but it's that.
Okay. Okay.
I like that.
Last question before we get into whatever we're going to get into. What do you splurge on?
What do I splurge on? This is going to sound so dumb.
Stop saying things like that.
I splurge on like ingredients in my kitchen, like flowers and chocolates and extracts and kitchen things and like high-end, imported chocolates and,
that makes a big difference though.
That's
I mean, why I personally don't think that's stupid is that I always tell people I don't understand the concept of spending $1,200 on a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
But give me 3 of my friends and I will go drop $1,200 at a restaurant for a meal. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I will spend it on food.
Yeah.
I get it. And
So I get it.
it's funny because I know people that are very, frugal, but when it comes to like ordering a great bottle of wine or having, great food, and it really is, it's up to us where we choose to spend our money, but
That's
like,
right.
I splurge on like, some private school for my kids. I don't splurge like I used to. I've really I blew so much goddamn money that
Ditto.
I learned such a lesson over the years. I'm going to be 53. And if you asked me that 30 years ago, I would have said, well, it's easy. Crocodile bags from
Right.
Fred Siegel. I mean,
Exactly.
I mean,
Yes.
and
Well,
then
I now have moved to travel. I want to spend all my money on travel, period. I could kick myself if I had nuts in the nuts for what I spent on stuff.
Yes, on
versus
stuff.
places. Yeah. So I hear you.
The experience of being there and seeing their cultures and the people and your memories and God, it's amazing. Now I really see why people love to travel so much now. I really want it. And especially now we've been held freaking hostage,
Yeah.
not
Right.
able to go anywhere.
Well, and also the girls are of an age where, because I remember when my parents took my sister and I on trips, there is a certain level where you start to appreciate it so much more when you're older,
Sure.
and you can actually.
We went to Mexico and we played in the ocean and
Aw.
did some sports and went on some excursions, but and that was great. But I mean, we really want to go to Europe because we think that traveling everywhere, England and Italy, and I've always wanted to go to Capri, the Isle of Capri. I really want them to see the water there.
Yeah,
It's really
beautiful.
stunning. It's really stunning. But Portugal, I've always wanted to go to Portugal and then
Same.
Santorini. I gotta go to my Tiffany. Of course, I'm bringing her up again.
Yeah.
The best meal she ever had. Speaking of food and travel together.
Yes.
Best meal she ever had was on a little rowboat in the middle of the ocean in Santorini, where they freaking speared a fish,
Oh my God.
brought it on the boat, cooked it, and ate it right there. She said
I can't.
She said it was the most fresh, most amazing fish she ever had. And the hummus and the pita and the tomatoes and the olives. She said she couldn't even breathe. So
Oh my God. I
I'm
literally
actually
tear up.
salivating.
And like you salivate and I start to tear up. Like, oh my God, can we go? Yeah. Oh my God.
Meanwhile, I'm over here Googling flights.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Tiffany. We are now going to start a travel company with Tiffany. So Carnie, what's going on with you as far as singing and creating and doing in this time? Have you been at all, or have you just been in such mom and business mode that there's been no time for you to have a creative outlet during this past year?
I do really miss the creative outlet, and because we're not performing on stage, it's just like I feel really sluggish and stuck. But I have done a little bit of recording in the studio for a couple projects. But I really want my daughter to start recording because she's a very good singer and she started taking lessons. And my husband's always recording and writing in there. So, it's a very it takes a lot out of me, and I usually am pretty insecure about doing my own material, but I'm constantly trying to get Wendy and China in the studio so we can start either just writing songs and just get those juices flowing again. But it's hard. I do voiceovers like you.
Yep.
It's just that's a big part of my life. And 2 young children, and I have 5 different jobs. It's really
Right.
where's the time? But I mean, we just got another gig date, maybe in September. We might be going to Utah, hopefully.
Fantastic.
An outdoor venue, the first one, that would be a first one in a year and a half.
Amazing.
So there's a big tour planned for next year, but I mean, I miss being in the studio particularly, but I miss being on stage. But it'll happen soon. So just a little bit of time that had to go by, and it's like, okay, we're done.
Right.
And back into that creativity because I miss it.
Yeah. Do you have a process or prep of any kind that you have to do, or is it just like putting on a comfortable piece of clothing and you just slip it on and you go?
Yeah, it is. It's pretty easy. Just you slip back in, you walk in that studio and you start singing and it's great. Or you walk on stage and you start singing the songs. I mean, a little rehearsal or whatever, but
right.
I don't know. I think we're pretty.
No, but you're able to step back in pretty effortlessly.
Oh yeah. It's like riding a bike. I mean, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but lots of water and candles and just kind of, it's hard for me to, because I'm a sober woman, I don't drink or smoke so I'm pretty clear. I'm pretty clear usually. And sometimes when I get into the studio, I feel like I want to like be, I'm kind of wound up tense and because I don't have my outlet, I can't smoke a joint, I can't take a pill, I can't have a sip of wine. So it's like, how do I relax? So when I go to sing or get creative, even if it's familiar, I have to relax somehow. So that's just kind of, shutting out the world and getting into that creative process. And it's really fun. It's my favorite thing to do.
Well,
Besides
I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
it's so comforting because we had a conversation with Rain Wilson about this, and just as an actor, the best work has to come when you're relaxed. I mean, it has to. It's so similar where you get in that zone. You can't if you're up in your head. You've got to be like down here somewhere, and sometimes even down in the spelkus, and have it come from there. Versus if it's coming from the neck up, you're screwed.
I know. You should have a good orgasm before you go out and do your thing, and then you've released and you're good to go. Probably good advice.
Words to live by. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We will take that. So, what are your current? And again, I won't hold you to this because it's spur of the moment, asking in the moment. Where are your current obsessions right now? As far as like, have you been binging? Have you been listening to something, watching something? What is it?
Reading something, yeah.
Yeah, reading. Thanks, Christian, for making me feel illiterate.
Don't even talk to me about that. I'm the worst. I've been baking a lot of bread. I've been really binging on.
I've noticed that on your Instagram. Believe me, I literally want to do a drive-by every day.
Just throw a loaf out the window.
I don't twist my arm because I have a lot of bread. I just made a lot of bread. It's kind of ridiculous because I've got Lucy, my younger one, at like 11 p.m. Mommy, can I have a piece of toast? She's like, your bread.
Oh,
it's so good. With butter, it's just like,
come
on. But it started with the Great British Baking Show. I am so obsessed with it. I've watched every single one, every second of it.
Ditto.
I live for every moment, every comment, every turn of the spatula. I love it. And it got me, it kind of got me out of my fear of baking bread. I had the fear. I had a fear of kneading. I had a fear of the yeast. Don't ask me why I was scared of yeast.
I'm the same way. I can't bake.
It's science. I mean, it really is science.
It is.
And I was managed to screw it up. Yeah.
I know. So I'm like, okay, well, so what if I mess it up? Just follow the recipe. If this one doesn't work, try another one. Follow it. If it's throw it in the toilet or into the garbage. Start again. Do it again. So now this is very odd. The night before last, I was dreaming about kneading dough. I was kneading this rainbow colored dough, like rainbow colored, different colors of dough. And I was kneading it. And I woke up and I'm like, I have to knead dough. And I woke up and I'm like, right in the kitchen, It was insane. But there's something so pleasant and wonderful about taking it in your own hands. I mean, I even have I have Cuisinart mixers that I can use, but I prefer to get my hands in it. And it's really fun. So that's my latest obsession. And if it doesn't work, I won't eat it, but it's rare. But, I got a thermometer. I know how to test it. I'm learning and it's fun.
It's impressive. Very impressive.
Thank
I
you.
have to say. And also with Carnie Bites, I mean, so there's, you can tell that I stalk your Instagram. But
I see your comments. It's so cute.
Well, it's it's upsetting. I keep doing the same thing. Like, yes, please. I want. I mean, you wouldn't know that I have a master's degree. I lose English language when I look at your food.
Thank you.
So I noticed that the new up and coming is your red velvet cake bites. But I mean, how often do you kind of add to what you guys are doing, or is that sort of,
you're so
takes care of itself? I want to promote this thing. I'm sort of obsessed with your business, I have to say.
Oh, I love that.
I think it's really a genius idea.
That's very smart. It's very smart. And it's we've been working on it for 5 years now, and COVID, oh my God, really screwed things up.
I
for
can
us.
imagine.
We were launching grocery. I mean, but it's okay because things are meant to be. And I always
Okay.
believe that, I've learned so much as a businesswoman. I've learned so much, and timing is a lot. And,
Yeah.
you just got to keep having that drive for what you believe in. And some very big things happened this week. We're going to be in some huge retail outlets, and I'm this close to being able to announce the name of it, but
Okay. You don't
we're
need to do it here.
1 week shy here, but it's okay. You'll start.
It's okay.
But yeah, I mean, right now we're just making cookies, and we've got candles and caramel sauce and coffee beans, and it's love bites, love lights, love beans. It's all love.
Oh my
It's
God, it's
all love.
amazing. Well, we're going to promote the holy hell out of it on our
Good.
website.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Once it's announced,
it's
it'll
really
be
something.
I'll add it there
Good.
for sure.
Good.
Um,
Well, smaller portions. Don't give it up, but just eat less.
Yeah, no, I'm all
Smart.
about that.
Yeah.
So can you share with us I don't want to I sometimes am resistant to calling it a failure, but a bump in the road that you thought was going to decimate you, that in hindsight, 5 years, 10 years, you go, thank God, like this was a gift. But while you were going through it, it was going to take you under.
Yeah. I mean, it was something that we went through with our business, and it was unexpected. And yeah, we thought it was going to be the end of it. And so much money and love, and we had, you know, 37 employees and
Oh,
or 30 employees, and we've narrowed it down, and we had to let people go, and we just had to really pivot. And sometimes, in life, when we've got this vision about how we want something to turn out, and
mm-hmm.
I've learned a lot in my sobriety about the results, and I have to stay out of them, even though I can envision them, because I really believe it's important to see what you want and envision it happening. But sometimes your vision it's not the same. Um, I didn't know how I was going to get through that, and we came on the other side very slowly, but it's just like it's that same thing, survive. It's just being a survivor.
Hmm.
I'm
Yep.
used to that. I'm used to that.
You bet. You bet you are.
Used to being a survivor.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's okay that things change. It's okay that things don't go on the path you want them to. But my mom always says, she's so cute. She always says, you never know what's around the corner. And she says it just like that. It's like I'm trying to imitate her, but she always says that you never know, what's around the corner. And it's kind of like, well, yeah, because I like what that means. It's like, a corner is kind of scary, because if you can't see what's around it, you're coming up to the corner, and you got to go, but you don't know what's there. But that's right. But you never know what's there. It could be something bigger, brighter, better than you ever imagined. And, without getting all Marianne Williamson and shit, it's
Do it. Go there. I don't care. I love it.
I just, I refuse to quit.
Yeah.
I refuse to quit. The only thing in my life that I've never been able to get is just controlling that urge for carbs. The carbs screw my body up, and I just can't freaking do it.
Yeah. I hear you, sister. It's hard. And as we age, man, it's brutal. It's brutal.
Oh
yeah.
God.
No, I know.
What I look like from under here, I'm in pajamas. It's a nightmare. I look like oh God. I gained all the weight back I lost last year from COVID. I'm so
You are not alone. You are not alone.
No,
I mean, I think it wreaked havoc on everyone. We can't punish ourselves. We survived the way we needed to.
I know.
Yes. You want to talk about bread. I mean,
I know. I mean, I have to apply what I say, but then it's like, we're all just a work in progress. I mean, it's like,
you bet.
we don't claim to be perfect in any way. It's just, I always say this, and I said it to a friend recently. I am where I am when I'm there. If I want to be somewhere else, I have the choice to go.
Right.
Yeah.
So here I am, heavier set. It's always like this weight thing, but it can be whatever I goddamn want it to be,
Yeah. Well, I do have to say it's one of the gifts that travel gave me is when I travel outside of Los Angeles and New York City and you see how most people look and how they live.
Right.
We're okay, kiddo.
I know.
Not bad.
It's true.
Not bad.
We're too hard on ourselves,
It really helps to see how most of the other world lives. And you come back and go, it's such horse to spend time on that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Cook away, kiddo. I'm pulling up a chair. No problem. Good. I'm really excited to hear about the music. Are you still writing? Are you creating new stuff?
No, but I'm trying to get the girls in the studio, and we're almost there. I think after we get vaccinated, I think then we know that there is another album that we want to do, Wilson.
Really?
We haven't sat down to write together in, I'm going to say it's about,
since California, right? Or
yeah. We actually, right before we made California, the album, we went in the studio, we started writing songs, and we've got a ton of them in the refrigerator. And I keep going back and I keep listening to these demos that we recorded when we wrote the songs. We had reunited and finally got to writing again. I don't know if those songs are right for now.
Yeah.
But we've lived so much since then, since 2000, a decade ago, whatever.
Yes.
But you never know what song would be right. But we wrote with some great songwriters, and we'll see what happens. But that's a goal of mine in the next couple of years, and I think it can happen.
You bet.
Yeah,
you bet. Of course it can.
Closer to China now. She lives in Santa Barbara. Wendy, we're all kind of in a row. Wendy's like Woodland Hills, I'm in Agora, and then China's over.
Oh, perfect! Right on the way.
Like 1, 2, 3, exactly. It's all about because China's, praying in the sauna to Jesus 24 hours a day. She takes the saunas and she prays to Jesus, and I have to get her out of there and say, "Come on, let's go."
Yeah, we need to insert recording and singing and playing in between sauna and praying.
Right, like
the people need this.
The Bible for 5 minutes and come and write. I don't care if she wants to write about God or spirituality. Fine. Let's just write and sing,
Be together.
We're all in our own space, which is healthy and beautiful. And we've been through a lot the last few years, some personal struggles. But I think we can take what we've been through and the joy we've found and security we found recently. I'm trying not to speak for them, but perhaps we can put that into songwriting.
Yeah.
That's my hope.
I think you can do, if anybody can do it, you can. You have the will of,
you're right.
Talk about a survivor. I mean, I love that. That's why I connect to you so much and I adore you so much. Is that connect? Yeah. I mean, it's just impressive. It's impressive.
It is very.
Well, I don't know.
Carnie Wilson. Thank you, my love.
Thank you, Mindy.
Thank you so much. We are just thrilled and just graced by you having done an episode, and we're so thrilled.
Darling, thank you so much for having me and wishing everybody health and happiness and
vaccines.
Yes, vaccines. Get me in my arm. God.
I know. I'm ready to be pricked immediately.
Prick me right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
About vaccines, of course.
Yeah. Vaccines too would be great. Yes.
Actually, ladies and gentlemen, we're going in a minute, so I can give a point about. Anyway, that's
ladies and gentlemen, the very talented and very funny Carnie Wilson.
Brilliant.
That we just ended it like that. Whoa!
No, are you kidding?
This episode of Mondays with Mindy is brought to you in part by our sponsors, Beekman 1802 and the cocktail party, Love Mary. At Beekman 1802, we believe there's nothing more beautiful than kindness. We work hard every day to provide exceptional beauty products and cultivate moments of kindness to inspire our community of Beekman neighbors. Visit beekman1802.com or mondayswithmindy.com and discover our range of goat milk soaps, body care, and clinically proven skincare. Tired of cooking? Love fancy hors d'oeuvres but don't have any idea how to prepare? Look no further. The cocktail party, Love Mary, is here. For 15 years, New York's caterer to the stars and our pal Mary Giuliani has served her deliciously whimsical hors d'oeuvres to the best names in art, fashion, and entertainment. Now she's put them all in an adorable little box to send from her heart to your home. As Mary says, all you have to do is turn on your oven, pour yourself a drink, and enjoy more time with your guests. She'll take care of the rest. Go to marygiuliani.com or mondayswithmindy.com for more information and to order yours today.